Welcome everyone. In the previous lesson, we discussed about the age, process of formation and phases of BIF. Today we will discuss about the type of BIF and some important facts related to BIF such as their distribution, their importance, etc. So first, the type of BIF. The Precambrian BIF can be divided into three principal types that are as follows: Algoma type of BIF, Superior type of BIF, and Rapidan type of BIF. Algoma type of BIF. The widespread development of Algoma type of BIF is associated with Archean greenstone belt, although they also found in the Phanerozoic age, but it is very small scale. Their thickness may vary from few centimeter to few hundreds meter and are rarely few kilometer in extent. The Grewacke and the volcanic association of Algoma type suggest a geosynclinal environment and indicate phases such as oxide, carbonate phases and the sulfide phases. In Algoma type of BIF, the oolitic and the granular texture is very rare or may be absent, whereas they show the texture like sticky lamination. Many scientists argued that they are of mainly volcanic exhalative origins. Here this diagram shows the formation of Algoma type of BIF. Due to rifting of the ocean floor, the hydrothermal liquid came out that brings the iron with it, which combined with the oxygen present in the ocean, forming the insoluble iron oxide. This insoluble iron oxide sank and accumulated on the ocean floor. Next is Superior BIF. Superior BIF is the most common and dominant type of BIF which formed during the Paleoproterozoic. They are thinly bedded rocks and mainly belongs to oxide phases, carbonate phases and silicate phases. Stratigraphically, they are closely associated with the quartzite and black carbonaceous shell that showing the larger extent than the Algoma type of BIF. They are rarely associated with the volcanic origin, and their formation process may be defined as a biochemical sedimentary process, which we have already discussed earlier. Besides this, we can say that they indicate a chemical precipitation and are free from any clastic material. Here is a model which invoke the upwelling and the oxidation of ferrous ion in the oceanic condition to explain the depositional environment of the BIF. The third one is Rapidan type. Rapidan type of BIF is youngest than all other BIF, which is associated with the widely distributed Neoproterozoic glaciogenic sediment. They formed during the snowball earth system, indicate an anoxic condition of the ocean. They are characterized by the inter and post-glacial melting caused by the reoxidation of the ocean and associated precipitation of the ferric ion. Here the diagram is shown the formation of the Rapidan type. The first diagram shows that during anoxic condition of the ocean, that is during the snowball earth, the iron accumulated in the ocean in dissolved state. After the deglaciation, when the ocean gets reoxygenate, the iron combine with the oxygen, forming the insoluble iron oxide, which accumulate and form the banded iron formation. Here different types of BIF are shown in this diagram and their formation process, which we have already discussed. Now the source of iron. So here a question arises that from where this huge amount of iron derive. Although the source of iron is very debatable, one school consider that this is derived by the erosion of the nearby landmass that indicate a terrestrial derivation, and another that it is of volcanic exhalative origin. But the major drawback of the terrestrial derivation of iron is that if large amount of iron and silica were transported from the continent, then large quantity of aluminous material must have either left behind or transported and dispersed in the ocean that is not far from the iron deposit. But no such residual bauxite or aluminous sediment have been discovered. Whereas another group of scientists believed on the volcanic exhalative origin of the iron. Ancient deposits indicate that major contribution of the iron came from the hydrothermal vents during the Paleoproterozoic time, and the supply of the iron at that time was very much greater than the present day amount. Now the diagram illustrated the formation of the BIF. Diagram A indicate a low sea level condition where the terrestrial and the shelf sediment follow the slope of the shelf and accumulated on the ocean basin, whereas the diagram B indicate a high sea level condition where the terrestrial sediment and the shelf sediment are accumulated on the continental shelf area and fail to reach the basin floor. As a result, in the deep ocean, the iron, that is the ferrous ion, combine with the oxygen and produce the iron rich layer. By this cyclic variation in the change of sea level, the alternate bending of silica and iron came exist during the Paleoproterozoic time, forming the BIF or the banded iron formation. Now why the BIF gets seized? The formation of BIF reached its acme during the Paleoproterozoic, that is during 2500 million years ago, and again during the Neoproterozoic, that is between 750 to 550 million years ago. But after 540 million years ago, with the significant development of free oxygen in the atmosphere, the large-scale formation of BIF gets ceased. And this appearance of free oxygen in the atmosphere was marked by the continental red bands of post-BIF Earth. Besides this, many scientists argued that today in a oxygen-rich atmosphere, very little amount of iron is transported to the ocean in ionic solution or as a colloidal solution and deposited in the mud. Thus, we have no true Phanerozoic analogus of BIF of early Proterozoic. Now the distribution of BIF. The BIF or banded iron formation is common and widespread variety of iron deposit. Australia and China is the largest producer of the banded iron formation, which is followed by Japan, Republic of Czech, and other countries of the South America and North America. This picture illustrated the worldwide distribution of the BIF, also shown that the deposit size and the age of their formation. Here the diagram indicate the stratigraphic and geological map of Hamersley Basin of Australia. Hamersley Basin or Hamersley Province of Australia is the largest BIF producer of the world. Now the importance of BIF. The Proterozoic BIF consists of world's largest iron deposit that contained nearly 35% weight of iron. whereas the superior BIF, which is a high-grade iron ore, consists about nearly 58 weight percentage of iron. The banded iron formation records the changing chemistry of the hydrosphere and the atmosphere of the Paleoproterozoic time. Beside this, the temporal distribution of the BIF record the complex interplay between cooling Earth and the mantle plume event. It also record the continental growth and the global tectonism, the evolution of the biosphere. Besides this, it also help in recognition of the increased flux of iron to the hydrosphere, which in turn had a fundamental control on the oxygen content of the hydrosphere and the redox state of the ocean. Thanks for watching the video. Do like and share and subscribe our channel for more updates. If you have any doubt, then comment below. Thanks.